There is a fire within me that cannot be tamed, a voice that speaks in oceans that cannot be contained. As a child, I often wondered what might be wrong with me, while others busied themselves with feverish games of hide and seek. I found myself yearning for the warmth of the sunset, preferring the company of dappled trees, doodling in my diary, where I learned to distinguish between blues and violets. It was in the evenings, as the lights dimmed, that I began to feel most alive. While others slept in anticipation of a new day, I lay wide awake, absorbing and reveling in every word my parents spoke as they waxed poetic on the purpose of the moon. I had an insatiable appetite for books and music, a distinct passion I recognized with utmost certainty when the clacking symphony of my father's typewriter was the only lullaby that could whisk me away into sleep. Surely, I began to think, there must be something wrong with me. As I grew older, I began to habitually check myself for other oddities and peculiarities that made me feel different from everyone else. It was in my moments of solitude, moments when no one was watching, that I finally realized the answer to these questions. Try as I did, the fires within me could never be extinguished as they arose from the very core of my being. These persistent flames were fervent signals to lead me to the realization of who I was and who I am. That is simply and inescapably an artist. Absurdly, strangely, uniquely, and ineffably an artist. It is by creating art that I give vision and voice to my own uniquenesses. Rather than hiding these passions that burn inside of me, I celebrate them in all their glorious strangeness. In a more poetic sense, I metaphorically gather driftwood and break bell jars as a means of speaking my own truth. Why? Because I surrender to the irrevocable fact that art, in its purest, is that inner chaos fueling our hearts and rhythmically seeking cadence in our souls. I am deeply fascinated by everything beyond the surface, beneath guises and skin-deep facades. My artistic obsession with the human subconscious mind makes me a nomad of dreams and desires, traversing an introspective journey where I am constantly aching for that glimmer of light in the darkness. To me, art is not a choice I have made. It is an instinctive compulsion to unravel and dissect the many intricate layers of who we truly are. At its core, my art is not a proclamation of despondent surrender, but on the contrary, it is a promise of hope. It is a celebration of the darkness as an invitation to seek and ignite our own flames. Despite the fact that our cries may sometimes fall on deaf ears, or the road ahead may be blinded by shadows, it is through the pronunciation of our own inner truths that we, collectively, give voice to the syllables of light.